Good morning, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to AABN's 236th weekly webinar. I begin by wishing you and your families continued health and safety. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. What makes this gathering truly special is the mix of familiar and new faces. To our long-standing participants who have supported us diligently since the very beginning, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. And to our fresh faces joining us today, a very warm welcome. You are here because we believe in the power of community and we are asking for your support to AABN. Together, we grow and scale successfully only through dedication to both individual and collective goals. You are an integral part of our success story and we need you as much as you need us. Over the past 5 years, AABN has worked tirelessly to bring together online programs that not only keep our community engaged but also connect us with inspiring personalities who help shape our ideas and perspectives. Today, we continue the tradition with another remarkable session. On behalf of the core committee team, I sincerely thank and acknowledge each one of you who has extended help in making these events a grand success. What began as a dream has become a reality only because of your immense support. Your encouragement has allowed us to build a platform where knowledge, collaboration, and inspiration thrive week after week. It's now my privilege to introduce our distinguished speaker for today, Mr. Prakash Reddy, Editor-in-Chief and CEO of Corporate Social Focus. Mr. Reddy has been in the helm of Corporate Social Focus, India's only exclusive monthly print magazine dedicated to corporate social responsibility for over a decade, guiding it into its 12th year of continuous publication. With more than 34 years of industry experience, he brings unmatched expertise in media, marketing, sales, brand positioning, public relations, corporate communications, and the financial services sector. A postgraduate in management studies from Bombay University, Mr. Reddy has held leadership roles at prestigious organizations including Kirloskar Consultants, Dalal Street Journal Group, Dow Jones, Press Trust of India, and Ticker Plant Financial Technology Group. His career is marked by significant client growth, successful programs, and strong collaborations with corporates, PSUs, NGOs, government agencies, and academic institutions. Known for his results-focused approach and close working relationship with media professionals, influencers, decision makers, and thought leaders in India and abroad, Mr. Reddy continues to shape the CSR and development landscape. He also contributes to academia as a visiting faculty at reputed management institutes, teaching subjects on marketing, media, and financial services. Today, he will share his perspectives on corporate social responsibility, purpose, practice, and impact. This promises to be a thought-provoking session that will deepen our understanding of CSR and its role in shaping sustainable futures. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Prakash Reddy. Before I close, I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to Mr. Suresh Barisalam for helping us to connect with Mr. Prakash Reddy. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Prakash.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go on, sir.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Can I start? I was off the air, for some time because
Yes,
that's it. I logged in again.
yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Prakash Reddy, Editor-in-Chief of Focus magazine from Mumbai, rather. The magazine was started in April 2014. The year mandatory CSR was introduced in India. It was then on April 2014 when this magazine got introduced by Dr. Bhaskar Chatterjee, the then Director General and CEO of Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs, and Mrs. Rajeshri Birla, the industrialist, the chairperson of Aditya Birla Group Foundation. From then on, I mean, we took off, and it was just the time when the government had changed. Rather, this particular CSR was mandatory CSR was introduced by the Congress government, and it started out from maybe February 2014 onwards. Then where Sachin Pilot, then Ministry of Corporate Affairs, was in Bombay, to understand, meet the corporates and find out what all things can be added in this. And he was the one who mentioned then that in this particular hall, we were at Hotel President at Taj Cup Parade. He mentioned that everybody here in this room are sure of the jobs, but I'm not sure of my job. He was probably hinting that the Congress government was on the way out, and that's when the Modi government took over in May 2014. And April 2014 it was launched, and then Modi government took over. So everybody was in a sort of a question mark whether the CSR is going to take place or no, because the government has changed. But then that beautiful Independence Day speech by the Honorable Prime Minister on Swachh Bharat set the ball rolling, and that's how CSR was in place, and it took off in a manner where Swachh Bharat was introduced, and Mahatma Gandhi. Then all the PSUs started being part of that Swachh Bharat thing, Abhiyan. Huge money was pumped in. It was mandatory for PSUs to pump in money for Swachh Bharat, to building toilets everywhere. And apart from toilets and all, the water conservation, water drinking water, sanitation, all these things were taken up. So 10 to 12 sectors and subsectors under CSR, the law says, that are all started rolling off. That's where the magazine also started. We in fact we were the the propagators of Swachh Bharat, wherein the PSUs every year for the 5 consecutive years, every year the PSU CMDs were on a cover. They're vying to be on a cover. So every September or October edition, the PSU edition, special edition, used to come out from Swachh Bharat, and different ONGC Foundation, RCF, then Petrochem, name the PSUs, Cochin Shipyard, and all these people, their CMDs were to be uncovered to give a Swachh Bharat story along with their photos and logos and what they did. This report card used to be going to the PMO office. That's where it's measured. So every year, we could find out so many toilets were built, and so many people, so in fact, the toilets were built in the house also. Like, there was a taboo in villages that you don't have to have toilets in the house. But then again, this awareness really helped a lot, and that's how Swachh Bharat took off. And then simultaneously along with that, the CSR part, slowly and steadily, apart from Swachh Bharat, the livelihood, then we can talk of education, healthcare. Then these be introduced: Digital India, Skill India, Make in India. Then Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, women empowerment. All these things really took off, and those 5 years were fantastic, beautiful years for CSR. And then we were the only print magazine then, those days. And then it really took off, and every month different teams were introduced, and equal participation from corporates and NGOs, implementation agencies. Suresh sir, probably he must be in this chat. I mean, probably he would be knowing about. He has seen us grow from that stage, and that's how when probably corporate social focus became a household name in the CSR circle, rather. So we operate everywhere in each part of the country. So when this CSR conference used to be having, I used to travel to various parts in Chennai also. CI in Chennai was very strong those days, and they played a very good role in propagating CSR in South. Apart from Chennai, South, Hyderabad, Bangalore again, NASCOM and all, they played a beautiful part. Delhi again. So CI, we were connected with CI all over India. So wherever there used to be CSR conferences, I used to be part of it. And Dr. Bhaskar Chatterjee, being the Ministry of Corporate Affairs Director General, even he used to be there talking about CSR. So it was we were part of the ministry rather with the Dr. Chatterjee's team traveling all over India and making connections and all. And that's the CSR database, the CSF Corporate Social Focus database is built from there from scratch. Even in tier two cities and all wherever there used to be CSR contents, we used to be part of it. That's how our subscription based increased and our popularity increased. So every year, I mean, different themes. In some cases, the themes were repeated. Like theme one, theme two. Like for example, anybody saying something?
Go on, sir. Go on, sir.
Yeah. So that's how I mean we probably we propagated the CSR part and many companies in fact apart from corporate PSUs, even the MSMEs and the small companies, because as the law says that any company who is the CSR law says rather that with 500 crore I'll just refer to that document so to be on the writer write this. The law says that yeah, who's eligible for CSR? Basically, if you have a net worth of 500 crore or more, you have to be eligible for CSR. Annual turnover of more than 1,000 crore or net profit of more than 5 crore. So all these three categories, whoever fits in, they have to spend 2% of their profit per annum immediate preceding 3 years into CSR in a sector wherever they want to. Like that, there are given 10 to 12 sectors: education, healthcare, livelihood, etc., etc. So probably once that those thematic areas where under those thematic areas we have subsections also: sanitation
Excuse, excuse,
and
please.
many other things. Yeah, please.
Sir, sorry. Can you repeat what is the criteria for CSR?
Yeah, 500 net worth of 500 crore or more, annual turnover of 1,000 crore or more, or net profit of 5 crores or more. These are three eligible classes.
Thank
So
you.
any PSUs who fits this clause has to spend 2% of their net profits in CSR immediate preceding 3 years. Like, for example, when I say 3 years, so we are in 25, 24, 25. So 23, 24, 25. These 3 years, if your net profit is more than 5 crores, you become eligible for CSR. Whatever the profit amount, net profit amount, 2% of that has to be spent as CSR in whatever thematic areas the management decides. This is the criteria for CSR
Thank,
spending.
thank you, sir.
Yeah. So based on this, many companies started becoming eligible for this. Those days when it started off in 2014, it was around 10,000 crore estimated. I mean 5,000 to 10,000 crore. But today, in this decade, it has crossed 30,000 crores rather, 37,000 crores. 36 to 37,000 was the last when I attended the Ministry of Corporate Affairs conference in September, October in Delhi. The figures had reached about 36,000 crore. So from then on, I mean, it's like it's not only the corporates, even up the corporates. There is this PPP partnership, public-private partnership, with the government and different entities. मिलजुल के काम करके, like the projects are big, huge. So there's a SPV sort of created to spend this out. In fact, one interesting edition this month. I mean, immediate December month, which we are coming out with the edition is on the big PSU, mining PSU. Probably you will whoever is connected with me on LinkedIn, Prakash Reddy or Corporate Social Focus, they will see that edition. The CMD of that mining company is on the cover. So such PSUs and all and MSMEs and all would be part of this, to talk about whatever they spend in which area, how it all started, and how they have sort of navigated the spend and whom all they have tied up. So these all things, probably once you get connected with me on LinkedIn or you can go on our website corporatesocialfocus.com. It will give you entire a picture of what is the, how the companies are doing the CSR, and probably, maybe if you're eligible to get subscription, then probably do subscribe, and then you will get connected with that. And we have a archival also on there, on our website, archival of almost more than 120 cover stories in the span of last 10 years. That will give you a good classic view of various thematical areas which we have covered. So this is by and large about corporate social focus. Talking of this, I would keep the forum open and go for question answer. So that basically this has to be an interactive session. The sort of, I would say, maybe about CSR. I mean, there's nothing which I can read or talk about CSR. Talking of corporate social focus and our thematic areas, the coverage which we have done, that can be extrapolated to whatever questions you are asked. Like, for example, the gentleman was asking me about the criteria for CSR eligibility that we have mentioned. So go on, you can talk about the thematical areas. If you have any doubts and all, I'm here. They can make it an interactive session and take it further on this. Over to you, Gopi sir.
Unmute to ask your questions, please. Yeah. Yeah, please. Yeah, please go, sir. Go on, sir. Go on, sir.
Yeah, Gopi sir, please.
Yeah,
We
please.
keep this session open now for interactive session.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Go on, sir. Anil, sir, go on. Yes, sir. Skanda, sir, you want to say something?
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a question. Sir, I had a question for you. You gave the three eligibility criteria. And now,
Correct.
what I mean to say is that if someone has crossed that limit, is it compulsory or is it a voluntary?
Compulsory, mandatory, compulsory, or else the Ministry of Corporate Affairs will get back to you, get behind you. They will penalize you for not spending that amount.
Okay, right. That's the question.
Can I come,
Your
sir?
chartered accountant must be aware of this. So obviously, then your chartered accountant will be on the explanatory this for the Ministry of Corporate Affairs query. So every chartered accountant has to be educated on CSR.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Pradeep Chand here.
Please.
One more question. The CSR amount to be spent, generally they will spend in their area. If I want to spend the amount in some other state, it is allowed.
No. See,
Why audio is cracking? Why audio is cracking?
yeah, it's basically the amount has to be spent in your place of operation. Like, for example, the PSUs, they have to spend in their factory premise, not premises, but their place of operation. Like, for example, in Coimbatore we have a factory. So in and around Coimbatore, about 20 kilometers range, they can spend. Not only the benefit for their employees or the townships, but overall, rather, it can talk of the generic areas where there are other people also staying. So 20 kilometers peripheral area, 19 to 20 kilometers, there only you can spend. Unless and until you have a branch somewhere else in other state, then you are eligible to spend there also.
Thank you.
Can I come, sir?
Yeah, please.
You see, mostly I have observed and experienced also. So, like this company, DLF, these private companies and other construction companies, they have huge business and they spend something for CSR also, but their focus is mostly for their marketing and other things where they can increase their business.
Exactly.
They don't spend on social welfare, but mostly their focus is on big parties and they invite VVIPs and this, that, and they spend the money. So the objective is not for social welfare, but to enhance their business, to market their business.
In a way, CSR spend is actually it helps for your brand building. Let us look at it from that angle.
Yes,
I mean,
yes. Right.
other part probably, I mean, I wouldn't be able to, maybe, bifurcate and, explain. But CSR is part of the brand building. Like for example, any company, there was an ad, Desh Ki Mitti. I don't know how many people have seen that. So, I'm talking of a tile company, Desh Ki Mitti. So, looking at that ad, Akshay Kumar was there in that ad. So,
Yes.
that ad, yeah, that ad, I mean, it gives that brand value saying that, अरे ये tiles मुझे लेना है क्योंकि ये company बहुत CSR करती है. So, it adds to your brand value. Whenever you go to a sort of, maybe a store, you want to buy something and you see that price tag and you see the brand. Oh, this brand, these people, they do CSR. So CSR advertising also is a brand making. The idea behind, corporate social focus coverage, like for example, those are the days, we do charity and we leave, we forget about it. But gone are those days. Today, even a Salman Khan or Shah Rukh Khan, though being a brand, they need to market their films. So unless and until you show off your CSR, the brand cannot be done. You do your CSR, you show the people this is the CSR what you've done. Automatically, your brand value enhances. That's the
This
way it
is
has to be looked
this is what I am saying. So the spirit of CSR is to help the poor and needy people,
at.
but
Exactly.
they are just making their brand only.
See, they may be one off, we cannot say. Now when we're talking of construction, in construction, it can be, maybe, bifurcated too. I'll give a class example of a construction company in Mumbai. This company, what they do, like as you mentioned that, they do a big party and all these things, like, yes, they do that. That helps their brand building. But the construction company here in Mumbai, what they do, they have a big 50-floor building which is ready to occupy. And in order to inaugurate that, they hired a company, not hired, rather they connected with an NGO who helped disability people, like, the foot and mouth, hands and feet. They don't have hands and feet, but they do drawing with their hands and feet. They don't have hands. People who don't have hands, they draw with their feet. People who don't have feet, they draw with their hands, rather. So such people, they invited big people, big celebrities for that event. And the proceeds, whatever they drew and all, they did that, artist and all, that those were, auctioned. And these big people purchased that money was given to this NGO. And with that, the word of mouth of their towers in which they had this particular event, that brand value, the talk of the town, became the talk of the town. So these are various things. So we do not know. For us, we see, अरे ये तो खाली party कर रहा है. But actually, their brand value is different and their way of showcasing is different. So unless and until you go deep and understand that, one wouldn't never know what is the real value of it. We only see the parties and this. Of course, then after this event, NGO event, and then there was a normal party and halla gulla, that's okay. But the basic reason behind this was that those things, whatever that artist had created, the drawings and all, that were auctioned, and that money went to this NGO. So in that, under that garb of that auction and NGO and all, huge money was raised, and that also helped that brand value. In that 50-floor tower, so people wanted to purchase that. Oh, yeah, they're doing a fantastic CSR. Their brand is increased. So no mind, I'll buy it for 5 crores. So the marketing is already done, plus the brand is done. NGO is happy. That's it. So that's marketing, indirect marketing rather.
Sir,
Dr. Uma?
Yeah, please go on.
Yes, sir. I'm Dr. Uma Bhatta.
Okay, Dr. Ma,
I'm
please go on.
serving as principal at Madurai. Women's College at Madurai. Magyar College for Women.
Okay.
Recently, I have come across this CSR work adopted by educational institutions too.
Hmm.
And we have actually applied for an certification, CSR certificate.
Hmm.
What would be your advice for us as education institution? How can we safeguard corporate social responsibility?
And you come again, please. What is your question like?
Like we wanted to go in education session, we have NSS industry, NCC, clubs called RRC, Red Ribbon Club, YRC. Likewise, we even wanted to go for some social responsibility. We used to take up.
So you need to do your awareness and approach companies for
Okay.
CSR funds. The local companies who are eligible for CSR, you need to approach them for funds, showcasing your work.
Like I have seen some few colleges like National Institute of Fashion Technology. They with their CSR certificates, they go out and then they do some paintings and all on the walls of railway stations likewise. I just wanted to know how educational institutions can be participative in this CSR.
See, education institutions, I mean, again, it all depends whether you have poor students and who can't afford to pay fees. Then for such deserving students, you need to approach the companies to sponsor their education.
Okay, sir.
So CSR money doesn't come like that. Just you have basically, if you have some students who are poor and downtrodden, or maybe from tribal areas, and you are brilliant and they can't afford to pay money. For such students, you can approach the companies for say to sponsor them under their CSR.
Okay. But like Swachh Bharat, can we take any such projects outside adopting a village?
Yes, why not? Adopting a village now, for example, let me give you a classic example. There's a company called Valsad Dairy. This is part of Amul Group. Valsad Dairy is a dairy rather, but this is somewhere in Valsad, in Gujarat side, and the village folk used to leave that place because there was no employment and they used to go away from there. So these people under CSR they help the women under women empowerment. They help the women of the village to do this cow buffaloes and all to create milk and all from their milk and milk products, and
Yes,
that's
sir.
how. So, that village started prospering because the village folk of the women of the village folk, they took charge of that, and they started working, in this tribal belt in a way which Amul also sponsored them. And
Okay.
SBI Foundation, the chairperson, Mrs. Arundhati Bhattacharya, she adopted that village because the women of that village were doing great work, and they tried to build that village, by their hard work, goat milk,
Okay.
buffalo milk, and all. And that's how
Okay.
Amul came into picture. They said that whatever milk you process, we'll buy it from you.
Okay,
So
sir.
with that, village, reached to a level that it has come that the children of that village, they're studying abroad. They're studying
Yeah.
out of India and all, and they're this is being sponsored under foundation of Amul.
Okay, sir. It's like we have a scheme called Unnat Bharat Abhiyan.
Mm.
Where we have adopted some 5 villages already.
Okay.
And we have tied up with KVIC, the Stars Village Industries Corporation.
Okay.
And then we give some training, handwork and all handicraft items.
Mm.
The women there in the village. And then
Okay.
we also connect them with the bank for loans and all.
Oh, that's so financial inclusion.
Yes. So likewise, can we do any such projects through CSR?
Yes, why not? Why not? You probably, you get connected with me, once this is there, corporatesocialfocus.com, and then probably we will try to help you out. We'll try to, guide you what to do and how to go about, like depending on which state you are and who are the companies there, etc.
Okay, sir. I'll write you, sir.
Perfect. Sure.
Thank you so much, sir.
Right. Absolutely. Most welcome.
Hello, sir. This is Robert. Hello, sir. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I had a IT company for the Chennai center. The company is based out of US. So we do CSR in especially for government school students, sports, okay, sports and education. Recently, I've been involved with a couple of lake rejuvenation projects in like down south, like Tirunelveli, Thoothukudi districts. Okay, so one of the problems which we are seeing is there's like a lot of water hyacinth which needs to be removed. I mean, companies do it yearly basis, but it is reoccurring. Okay, so what I was thinking was planning to build a machine which can automatically do it, something like a autonomous boat. Okay, so it needs R&D spend. Okay, I mean, I can connect with companies which can build it, but can the CSR funds be used for
See,
building this
absolutely.
machine?
Thematic area called technology incubation, which you fall under.
Okay.
Under that, companies can allot, companies who have, sort of, kept aside funds for this technology incubation, those funds can be used. In fact, Madras, Chennai, IIT Madras does that. Then IIT
Okay.
Kanpur does that. Then couple of IITs do that technology incubation. In fact, in Chennai itself, there is a company called Neo Motions. So
Neo motions.
Neo Motion, Siddharth Daga.
Okay.
We have covered them. So
Mhm.
they under technology incubation, Madras Technology IIT, they have provided them fund to come out with wheelchairs for disabled people.
Mm. Okay.
And they came out with certain models which were, in fact, these models were, not the normal ones. They have gone to the ground and found out, like what are the real problems the disability person finds. So according to that, they have remodeled that and they've introduced in the market. And so many PSUs have partnered with them rather.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so,
So,
this initial work was done by Chennai IIT. Now, a lot of IITs have said, please come to us, please come to us. We'll give you the funds. So
mm,
it all depends. Like now, what you're talking of lake, coming out with a product where this is the need of the hour. So
right,
if
sir.
you're yeah, if you're successful in doing that, that thing can be extrapolated all over India rather.
Yeah. So follow-up question on that. So can we build it by ourselves, or should we give the money to some other NGO to
No,
build
I
it,
would
or how does it
suggest,
work?
since you're a technology guy, why don't you do it yourself?
No, but it requires some investment, right? Like probably building the machine, a conveyor belt and stuff. Personal, you're saying the company can do it, or personally you're recommending? What do you say?
Company can do it. You do company. You make some basic models and show it. You take it for presentation.
Mhm.
This is what this is what. If I get the funds, I can do much better. So that
Okay, and
basic.
good, sir. Sorry, good.
Got it. No, you do a basic model, one or two models, because you need to showcase your strength. Then under the technology incubation, those people can give you money. They'll say, okay, I'll give you 6 months. Do this. This is the first seed fund which I'm giving you. Let me see if I'm happy with this. I'll give you more. And
Yeah,
once you're successful in that, you can extrapolate this all over India basis because that's the need of our. Everybody talks of cleaning the lakes, but then where is the equipment for that?
correct, sir. So we are the company which give. So I am responsible. I'm an engineering director here, but I am responsible for CSR also because personally I have interest in that. Okay,
Correct, correct.
so should I, or the company cannot fund the company itself, right? Like,
Right. But
uh,
then,
so
you need to invest in doing a basic model so that you can
correct.
showcase your
Hmm.
product to
Right, sir.
to, to the likewise technology incubation centers, and it's up to them. In fact, they like it and they say, okay, I'll give you a trial project. Do this. If it's successful, then we take it further.
Okay, sir. Then I have a good. I think it's a good idea, but I want your suggestion. So we also have incubated. We call it Physical AI Lab in MIT. There's a college called MIT in Chennai, affiliated to Anna University. Okay, so there we have started or as a part of a CSR program, we have done a Physical AI Lab. We started it just few months back. So, and then one of the other projects was like building a robotic arm which can probably feed old people in hospitals or something automatically. Okay, so can we tie this also part of that? But question here is, we are funding for the lab, okay, like a fixed amount for the lab to start projects. Can we fund can one particular project in the lab itself? Like there are 5 projects being built there. One of them, if I can include the conveyor belt based automatic water hyacinth removal, and then it comes well, the POC comes well, we can fund that project alone, separate of the physical AI lab, right?
Right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Okay, sir. And the next step, I mean, labs will build it like one prototype, okay? But then if, let's say, it is needed in 10 lakes, they cannot, I mean, students will go out, right? How do we take it? Do they incubate it or start it as a separate company and then build scale? Because first POC, I'm pretty sure I can make it work, put it in one lake. But if, let's say, 10 or 100 lakes need it, who is going to build it? Should we ask the students to incubate a company, like register a company and then build it, or how do we take it, sir?
You do the basic part of it and then connect with me privately. Then we will guide you on that.
Okay, sir, sure. Then I'll get your probably phone number from Gopi, sir.
Corporatesocialfocus.com is our website. Do subscribe to our magazine because all such cases are being covered in this. We have come
Okay.
out with 150 almost editions in the last 10 years. So every month, different thematic area is being covered. So, most of the questions which are being asked are already covered in these thematic areas. So once you get the magazine on a daily basis, on a monthly basis rather, most of these questions will be cleared rather. The doubts will be cleared, and then probably, we can take it to the next step. And then probably, companies like yours who have such beautiful projects, they can also be probably, handled and then probably guided rather.
Sure, sir.
Because unless now we are on the chat show, we are on the this that I came to know about it. But then there are many NGOs, implementing agencies, many corporates looking for technology incubation, looking for such projects rather.
Oh, okay,
So,
sir. Good.
awareness, this, no, I mean, so such companies like yours, we have covered. So looking at that coverage rather, so people have come forward. Okay, right, this is this. Then we said we guide them. Go to this company. Go to this company. That's how the marketing is done and then built up. No, the typical question of robot. I just probably we have covered it during the COVID time. After the COVID rather in COVID in one of the Gujarat states, there was this gentleman, chief minister, who probably he was in that Ahmedabad air crash. Dr. Mr. Rup, I'm not getting that name,
Sure. No
ex.
problem.
So in his village rather, there was this robotic nurse used for because in
Oh,
COVID, by touching
correct.
each other, COVID spreads. So this robotic nurse was used as a sort of as an experiment, and that worked. For six
Okay.
months, they used that. The 6 months of this lockdown, they used robotic
Good
nurses,
idea.
exactly. So
Right, sir.
this is one thing I just offhand remember when talking that we have covered that. So we work with Gujarat CSR Authority. Gujarat CSR Authority is an authority, central authority for Gujarat states, wherein all these eligible companies spend their funds through this authority, because this
Okay.
authority is all different thematic areas for Gujarat. So similar Gujarat like CSR authority is been done by Assam CSR authority, Goa CSR authority, Madhya Pradesh CSR authority, Maharashtra because of political reason it was supposed to be done, but somewhere it's lacking, because of
Okay.
the government keep changing frequently and also that is not taking shape. But Gujarat is something which has become a model for entire India. Gujarat CSR authority, they've done fantastic projects rather. So, if you happen to get the magazine regular basis, you will see all that coverage rather. So
What are the
maybe
magazine name, sir? Again, corporate?
corporate social focus. They're
Sure,
there
sir.
on they're on Facebook, everything. Prakash Reddy, you can connect with Prakash Reddy on LinkedIn, corporate social focus, and you'll get to see everything.
Sure, sir. Sure. Sir, our CEO is also interested. Let's say he has any questions. Can I ask him to reach out to you directly, sir, or probably WhatsApp or something?
Perfect. Not an issue.
Okay, sir. I'll get your number from Gopi, sir, then later.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for answering.
Sure. Yes, Gopi sir.
Dr. Shamla, please go on.
Yeah, there's a lot of echo. I couldn't get it. I don't know whether see, even my own voice is coming as an echo. And I'm only using one device. So, anyway, my question was that I'm very sorry for that. I couldn't hear a lot of things that you said. But I just wanted to know that, there are many areas in, hygiene, environmental health, waste management, so many other aspects where the CSR doesn't seem to be available because we have done extremely well, professionally written proposals with all data and taken it to different CSR organizations, made PowerPoint presentations, whatever they wanted, but they are only interested in funding either education or maybe health. Also, conducting workshops, training programs, these kind of things.
State are you in from?
Whenever
Which
it
state are
comes
you?
for any development or implementation, especially implementation, there's absolutely no interest at all.
Madam, which state are you calling from? You're from Tamil Nadu only?
Delhi.
Oh, you're in Delhi. Oh, I'm surprised. Delhi is a huge area where CSR is very, very rampant.
No. I'm very sorry to say it. All of it is just eyewash. Eyewash CSR. That's all.
Maybe
They
maybe
just
you're not connected to the right people.
nothing
I
for
know
any
clients are
like
from Delhi.
improvement or either you can say small scale infrastructure or implementation or
You're an
community
NGO. You're an
development.
NGO, madam. You're an NGO.
Yeah, I mean, in the sense that I retired as professor from NIUA, National Institute of Urban Affairs, and then I have also registered a small NGO. And I've been in the sector of waste management, environmental health. I'm a PhD and an MPH also for the past 35 to 40 years. And while I was in we were able to get so many project proposals passed. I mean, in the sense that funded. But now the government is just not like, for instance, I was the team leader for Swachh Bharat Mission 1.0 capacity building and all that. And for this particular version of SBM, we have already made the government aware that urban local bodies don't have any fund. They barely manage to pay salaries. So, for either for training or for doing community level, some amount of implementation, the government is saying, please go to CSR. And the CSR is just not at all interested. They are saying that please ask the government. Swachh Bharat Mission has got, and all this umbrella and all that, more than 36,000 crores have been allocated. Please take money.
Madam, no, you're being from the government sector, so you should approach the PSUs. They have the huge funds for that, not the private companies.
I'm sorry, we have approached every type of company, PSU and all the things.
Then probably they may not, your NGO is not showcasing that much just, or maybe that much experience which probably PSUs would want. We can speak on this, maybe on a private basis.
No, I am not applying only through NGOs. My NGO is quite small.
How many years old is your NGO?
No, that is immaterial. It's a small NGO. We are trying to apply through community-based organizations, like for instance, here in Delhi, RWAs are registered. So our RWA has been in existence for the past, I think, 15 to 20 years since Sheila Dixit.
Okay.
And it has got all audited statement, and we do a lot of several activities, and we have got everything. It's the fund registered, blah blah blah, everything. All those things are there. And and when we try to apply, for instance, we have got a larger community-based organization, an umbrella organization which has been in existence. EPDP, for instance, East Bengal, what do you call it? Displaced Persons Society, that has been in existence for several years, more than 30 years. So we are not, I'm not applying from some small NGO or something like that.
No, no, offhand maybe I won't be able to, because we need to really examine what's exact the situation and all. We stay connected with corporate social focus. We will see. We can try to guide you how to go about and all. Since you are already experienced and you're connected with the government, so probably we need to see some place where I don't know. Offhand maybe I won't be able to say guide you exactly what. Maybe out of this forum, probably we will talk separately and let me see. Let us get connected with us on LinkedIn, and then probably let's see how we go about it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Next question, please. Rajendra, do you have a question, Rajendra?
Can I say?
Yeah, please go on.
Yeah. Hey, as an entrepreneur, actually, we are also developing some solutions for human safety and aged people. So I think it is good for me to actually connect with Sir Prakash sir to find out if any CSR help can be achieved for these kind of projects. I mean, the projects which can be of huge of help, which are technology driven, but for the social cause.
We will connect on a private this, and probably we take on from there. Maybe
Yes.
this is you connect with us on LinkedIn, and then probably connect separately. Do subscribe to our magazine. Most answers will get there, and then probably
Yeah.
we'll catch on from there.
Sure, sir. I already sent you request.
Perfect.
Dr. Lata?
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Please go on.
Good morning. So I just wanted to ask, we are also trying for a lot of CSR funds to re-establish our cyber forensics laboratory. So I just wanted to know how we can best connect with some agencies. That is one question.
Sir, you're muted, sir. Sir, your mic is on mute, sir.
Yeah. Madam, you stay connected with Corporate Social Focus. Subscribe to the magazine. Most of the answers, on the monthly magazines you can get, by reading the articles and all. And then once we are connected, we will take on from there.
Sure. We will do so.
I won't be able to, unless examining, I won't be able to do this. This is a forum for
Yeah,
connecting.
I'm basically from Madras University.
Perfect. Okay. Sure. So let us know more about you, more about your NGO, and then probably,
Sure.
once you're connected, you're connected as a subscriber to us, and then probably we will see how, because we come out with special editions for NGOs and implementing agencies every 6 months. Be part of
Okay.
that, and then probably, because awareness is more important. See, there are many companies, technology companies, and everything, but unless until this awareness goes in the market or CSR market, there are people who are looking out. I mean, as I see the examples like lake rejuvenation and some interesting projects, there are people really looking out, corporates. But then unless until there's awareness, we connect with corporates to NGOs to corporates. So that's one of our specialities, rather, being a platform. So stay connected to us, then we will see how best we can take it forward. Yes, Gopi sir.
Yes, sir. Satya sir, would you like to ask a question, sir? Anyone else has a question, sir? Shiv Prasad? Are you
Yeah, Gopiji, I'll connect with Mr. Reddy, corporate
Perfect. Most
social
welcome.
focus. Yeah.
Please go on our website, corporatesocialfocus.com, connect with us on LinkedIn, and then,
Yeah.
subscribe to our magazine.
Yeah,
Most of the
Gopiji.
questions we are, on a monthly editions and thematic areas, we are covering it rather. Apart
Yeah.
from that, it's open for, helping you out. And then, we do cover also implementation agencies, NGOs on special editions.
Yeah. Could you please put all the details in the chat because it is quite difficult to hear conversation.
Hello, I'm Satya.
Yes, sir.
I just want to share my thoughts on this. This interaction has been quite good. Well, I don't have a specific agenda on the CSR because I am an employee in a company where I'm not connected with CSR. But I thought I should connect with uh, the presenter and then work with our company CSR team who are working mostly in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry areas. So I will get connected and then see what best we can get the NGOs helped. Rather, we are not expecting any help from anyone, but then we thought, an appropriate NGO who are in Tamil Nadu and doing a lot of work on several CSR programs with whether I can see that some help can be extended. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Prakash sir, your mic is muted, sir.
Yeah, it's unmuted. No.
Yes, sir. Go on, sir. Prakash sir.
Yeah, it's unmuted now. So, any more questions, or else probably we can stay on touch and
Yes, sir. Anyone else has a question? One last question we can take.
Please.
Yeah. Anyone else has a question? I think no, sir.
Perfect, sir. No problem, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank
We'll
you.
stay connected.
It was a pleasure being on the show, and we will stay connected and do subscribe to our magazine to get to know more on CSR, and we will take on from there. Not an issue.